Now in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Daniel Tice out there with Vucevic. And it's Williams at the small forward. Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're
right,
healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean, throwing away games is not acceptable.
No. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And here's Harden. The pass to Durant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And KD drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
White looking around. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Harden heading. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
And that's a nice job defensively from Harden. I mean, he's capable of these kinds of plays when the guy is engaged and active.
And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Pass to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite-level passer.
Now here's White, coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And that one is good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's KD. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Denver.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Here's Levine. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Over Irving. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
If history is any indicator, more often than not, Levine's going to take this shot. It's what he's built to do.
Now, here is Harden. Lobs it up for Jordan. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Harden against White. Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. over Irving. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The prototype of the new guard, long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Now, here is Harden. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. LaVine dishes to White. Floats one up. Yep, that one goes in there. White's got his second basket.
His quickness is almost unguardable. Kobe White with the nice little floater.
Passes it to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
White against Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Kobe White just erupted his rookie year in the NBA, set a franchise record with Chicago for most threes in a quarter.
And that one falls for White. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Pass to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, hits the three-point bomb.
I am happy for Blake Griffin. He has increased his range year in and year out.
It's White on the wing. Knocked loose. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Satoransky. Buries it from three-point range.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
Harden surveying the D. Here's KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period, and he continues to stay aggressive.
Now, here's Satoransky. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. KD passes to Harden. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Chicago making a switch here. Temple's checked in. So a moment now to see the story for Kyrie Irving. .102 left in the first quarter. Here's Satoransky. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Even against contact, Satoransky stays agile and just plays right through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Chicago.
A versatile guard, the team-first attitude Satoransky plays with is also admirable.
Fires top of the key. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Now here's Valentine. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
I love the defensive intensity from Blake Griffin on that play.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Valentine. Green with the block. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. That's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Here's Temple. Good as the jump shot falls.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have all the miles other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team, and we should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Setting the floor for the Nets. On out there with Harden. And there's Green, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the center. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Vucevic checked in for the Bulls. Bean comes in for Denzel Valentine. Irving's checked in for the Nets. Now off the inbound. Shot from the inbound. And Vucevic finishes inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Irving. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's a man's play right there. Kyrie doing what the defender doesn't want him to do. And one opportunity.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. LaVine for 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
puts the body control on full display. Levine's good at adjusting to contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
Harris outside. Back to Irving. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 5.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
On the wing, Levine, guarded by Harris. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
There's that beautiful high arcing shot. Levine looks for it the moment he touches the ball.
Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And DeAndre is one of the best in the business in that situation. You let him sneak in behind you, and you're going to pay.
Vucevic with it, picked up by Harris. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Chicago making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Aminu. And it's Kobe White in for Garrett Temple. And the Nets also making a change. Brown is checked in for Kevin Durant. Free throw drops for Vucevic. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Pistons. Harris outside. Williams against Brown. Had a hand on it. In transition, here come the Bulls. And Levine with the slam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And at one point, I think they thought they were maybe out of this thing, but man, they just came storming back on a mission. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some data for White.
This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
And the shot is good.
Kyrie sprung free on that pick and roll. Trying to stick with him is easier said than done.
White the pass to Vucevic. White wide open. He fired. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Brown the pass to Jordan. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Levine. Jumps up. And then Levine with the jam.
And that one started by the quick hands of Levine. Then the good look up court.
Brown against Levine. Irving kicks to Jordan. Now here's Irving. Not a lot of room. And that one, good. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Levine with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Here's Vucevic. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Vucevic has got the lead back up to 1 now for the Bulls. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. They host the Spurs after this one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Jordan the pass to Harris. And it's denied. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Levine. It's stolen by Harris. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Some changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Daniel Tice. Denzel Valentine comes in for Williams. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. Griffin with the steal. Now Harden. He's got 9. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here we go, one-on-one. And Markkanen throws it down.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
Harden dishes to Green. Satoransky against Harden. Irving with a clean look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Satoransky finds White. Over Harden. And a little luck that time, but it drops. White's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And stolen by White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Green with the block. Irving looking for an opening. Shoots over Markkanen, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
There's the feed to Vucevic. Again, Chicago.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves going in the second quarter. How do you get control of the game back?
It starts with not getting the ball out of the net. You know, we got to get stopped, and it starts in that end. That's where it's really going to start for us. And we just got to continue to compete. That's all.
Kyrie, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
A lot of their offense has come off the bench tonight, Ernie, and that's something every coach loves to get.
The score would be a lot different if they hadn't gotten those points from the reserves.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Nets?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Harden outside. Pass to KD. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Vucevic.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
You know, he was a college player of the year, the first freshman to ever do it. We all knew Kevin Durant would be special.
And White kicks to Williams. Tice against KD. And Tice gets it to go.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
White against Harden. Passes it to KD. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
Bean passes to White. Knocked away. It's stolen by Harris. KD against Vucevic. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Free throw drops for KD. So for the Bulls. Young's checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Daniel Tice. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Kobe White. And the Nets also making a change. Brown's checked in. Durant hits them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Jordan against Young. Five to shoot. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Here's Brown, ejected by Young. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Here is Durant. 22 points for him. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bulls trail by 4. Levine dishes to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Williams. And both free throws good for Williams. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Harden the pass to Brown. Harden outside. Poked loose. Outside Williams. Here's Temple. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Levine softly drops in the floater. Levine's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Pass to Brown. Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Chicago calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
So for the Bulls, Lowry Markkanen comes in for Williams, and Satoransky subbed in for Garrett Temple. The Nets also changing it up. Green comes in for Jordan, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Satoransky with it. He's picked up by Irving. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Markkanen kicks to Levine. Aminu, no one around him. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Aminu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. On the wing, Green. And the Nets, another 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Levine, and the shot goes in. Levine's got 23.
The question for Zach Levine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Harden the pass to Claxton. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in. 1:30 left to play in the third. Harden against Satoransky. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Griffin.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Bulls trail by 6.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
No problems knocking that one down. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Green against Satoransky. On the wing, Levine. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
You see why Zach's a tough cover. He has athleticism, he can shoot the rock, and he's only getting better.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Outside, Levine. Sweet little floater. Levine's got 11 in the second half.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Didn't take him long to get up over 30. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Nets leading by 7. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Griffin in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
And Vucevic kicks to Levine. Lets a floater go, and that's 2 points on the layup. Levine's got 29.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
The 3 from Harden makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Harden draws the double. There's Green with the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Williams, he's checked in for Satoransky. And a switch here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Here's White. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Harden outside. Here's Irving. That's tipped. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Now the pass to Tice. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Like seeing Kobe White create for others. He's so unselfish and has a great feel for the game.
Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
That's good from Tice. Irving with the ball. Inside, Harden, and it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Outside Williams. Here's Tice. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Irving against Levine. Irving double team. And stolen by Williams. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine wide open. And the Bulls another 3.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Green. Down low. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
Levine dishes to Williams. Passes it to Tice. Outside Levine. That one falls.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Bulls making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And so it's Brooklyn with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Oh, the lob to Irving.
Kyrie has done it again. He loved the big shot and the big moment.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Outside Williams. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. The lead is 2. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And White slams it in.
Kobe White on the attack. That's a big bucket for his squad.
White against Harden. Fires the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Well, Chicago's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
And here's Harden for 3, but he gets it back. And the jam by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Levine double team. The dish to Markkanen. Here's Vucevic. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
The 3 from Harden. Trifecta.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
And here are the Bulls now. 34 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Bean passes to Vucevic. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Because of that refined offensive skill set, Vucevic can be a dependable scoring option late in game.
One shot.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Harden against White. 6 to shoot. Outside Irving. Gets the 3 to fall.
They're in total
command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the key for Vucevic is remaining aggressive. When he does that, this guy can dominate.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, in our swing actions, practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs. We're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.